The human soul is inherent in the human body. Actually, the soul is placed in between the eyebrows, that is, on the forehead of a person. Actually, the soul has no connection with the human body, but at the same time, the mind and the body is closely related. If something happens to the mind, the body gets affected, and something happens to the body, the mind also gets affected. It is having such a kind of connection. The soul, if it wants to be pure, first of all, the mind has to become pure. A person's thought, it depends upon the person's pure thoughts. And a person who perform very well are having sattvic qualities. And according to Sanatana Dharma, there are 14 worlds including the earth. And the upward regions, upward levels are all sattvic, having sattvic qualities. And downward, it is hell. There are different types of hell also. So, those who perform good deeds and good acts here, like tapas, dana, that is donation, then different kinds of good things, they will go to heaven. But after enjoying the fruits and after completion of these deeds, they have to come back. They have to take birth again in the earth. So it is not lasting. But the Brahmaloka, that is Parabrahma, if one who goes to Parabrahma, there he will not return back. He will end in Samadhi. And those who do heinous acts, cheating and all kinds of atrocities, such a kind of person will go down. There are different kinds of hell. This is what Sanatana Dharma states. Anyhow, great yogis, they can transfer their soul from one place to another. This was practiced by Adi Shankaracharya. There is a story related to Shankaracharya. That is, he wanted to complete this Sringara in life. Actually, he was a bachelor, he was a brahmachari, but he wanted to know what Sringara is. So, he did one thing. Once, there was a king ruling a kingdom. He was having a wife and all kinds of pleasures. He was enjoying everything in the kingdom. This king died. Suddenly, the whole palace became sorrow. The queen started weeping, and he will never return back. He has gone. Shankaracharya took this as an opportunity. He sent his soul to the body of the dead king, and he transferred his soul to the body of the dead king. Suddenly, this dead king, he has woken up, and the queen thought the king has regained his life. Actually, the king is dead, but it is Shankaracharya's soul that is working in the king's body. And for a short time, that is the Shankaracharya and the queen, they entered in Sringara Rasa. So, what happened to Shankaracharya's body? Shankaracharya's disciples thought that he entered Samadhi. So they were planning to bury him, bury his body. Shankaracharya knew it. With his intuitive knowledge, power, he knew that the danger will happen. If the body is lost, if it is burned, then the soul cannot enter another body. So what he did? He had withdrawn the soul from the king's body and just came back. Then Shankaracharya, he became alive. So, great yogis like Shankaracharya could do so. He can transform or transfer his soul from the body to another place. So, another incident happened. That is, it is stated in Bhagavatam about the story of a Brahmin and a prostitute. Once there was a lady and he was a prostitute during the younger days. He did that kind of work for her daily livelihood. Anyhow, after some days or after a stage, she realized her folly and she became a great bhakta. She became a devotee of Vishnu. This Brahmin, he was having a high knowledge and so many disciples. So, but the Brahmin's mind, it was not pure. He was always thinking of this lady. And they were staying side by side. At last, what happened, when Brahmin died, he went to the hell because he was always thinking about dirty things. But his disciples came and did the funeral rites properly with a lot of pujas and a lot of rituals were made. But this prostitute lady, he was isolated from all quarters of the society. There was none to see him, and she remained alone. She stayed alone, and even after her death, nobody had participated for her funeral rites, and the decayed body was taken and buried. That was the story. But her mind was pure. Even though she was a prostitute in the early days, she led a life of austerity and the mind always engaged in godly or divine thoughts. So, the soul of this lady entered Vaikuntha. There is a story like that. So, the body, that is why we say that the body has no relationship with the soul. If the mind is pure, the soul can also be pure. And if you do good duties here in this world, you will get a good birth. So, there is yet another story that I have read in an article recently. I don't remember the name of the article and who is the person. I have forgotten it. Anyhow, he has stated it. That is his own biography. A true story happened to him, narrated by that particular man. That is, from his guru, he learned how to send the Atma or the soul from one place to another. He had got so much of training from his guru. That is, we call it astral travel, the soul's travel in the astral world. This is what we call. Anyhow, he has practiced it. So, he thought of doing one thing, sending his soul to Tirupati for Tirupati Darshan. Tirupati Darshan is not an easy thing for an ordinary person. For an ordinary person, he has to wait for hours and hours. 10 or 15 minutes, or 10 or 15 hours required for having a Tirupati Darshan. It is very difficult. So, he thought to have a Tirupati Darshan by sending the soul from his body. So, he had taken his soul from his body and the soul travelled through the Tirumala hills. He had seen, the soul could see everything, what is happening around him. All sides he had witnessed. And he was just about to reach the main place, that is Sanctum Sanctorium, where the God is placed. Just when he reached there, he received two great blows from the either side, very severe blows. He had fallen down, and he had returned to his original place. I think to his abode, to his home, and he has woken up. He could not complete the task. And he says that there are two bodyguards, unknown persons. We cannot see him. So it is invisible. So the invisible great gods are there to guard this Bhagavan. And he had adopted some shortcut methods to have darshan, but he failed it. So Lord Vishnu is safeguarded by the bodyguards. In Vaikuntha also, there are bodyguards for Bhagavan. One cannot go straight. Only with their permission one can enter. So this is a story, true story, read by me. I don't know from where. Anyhow, he had described it. So this is the way of soul's travel. So, the traveling of the soul from one place to another. Great yogis did it for doing samadhi. There are so many chakras in the body. 6 chakras in the human body called as Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, then Vishuddhi, Ajna. So the Kundalini power, it is lying, sleeping. It is just like a serpent sleeping at Muladhara. So your yogi can give power to it and raise it, and at last it reaches the top of the head. That is called Sahasrara, so that one can attain samadhi. So only great yogis can do this kind of things by rising, and they can send the soul when the proper time comes. That is called as Uttarayan. That means when the sun comes, and from the equatorial region, when the sun travels to the northern portion, they wait it. And this is considered to be an appropriate time for sending out the soul. And in mythology, they say that Ekadashi, on the day of Ekadashi also, it is considered as a sacred thing. There is yet another story about Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky, he was the founder of Theosophical Society and the master of Annie Besant. Annie Besant, she was a very great lady, popular in the Indian political scene. At last, anyhow, Madame Blavatsky, he was writing a very great book called Secret Doctrine. And when she was writing this book, Secret Doctrine, her master appeared from the astral plane and invited her to go with him. But she said she requires 2 years, only then she will come. That is, she requires 2 years time for the completion of this book. At last, after the completion of this book, 2 years is over, and the master came, and she went behind that master. That is to the astral world. This is a story connected with Madame Blavatsky's life. So the soul is very powerful, and if the soul has to become pure, one has to lead a life of austerity. Then he will either go to Parabrahma, or at least he will get a life in some other higher planes. Otherwise, one who leads a wicked and a dirty life here will certainly go to the lower realms like hell. The soul of the wicked person will be carried by the messengers of Yama and will be carried to the hell, and there these souls have to undergo severe punishments. They have to suffer a lot. They will never get mukti.